Howdy, y'all. Oof. Howdy, y'all. My name is Reese, and this is A Piece of Me, and today I'm going to be walking through, more or less searching up, what-if scenarios. And I actually have a lot to say, so, and I really want to yap. So we're gonna do this. What-if scenarios. Life choice, okay? What if you could click a button to know the absolute truth to any question? I absolutely would do that because I want to know what is happening. I want to know every answer. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want that? I don't understand. Like, I would want to know a lot of things. I actually do want to know a lot of things. But yeah, I would really, yeah. What if you could relive one day of your life, but couldn't change anything? I absolutely would. Why just one day, though? I'd want multiple days. I couldn't just pick one day. Heck, I don't even remember some of my days. What day would I choose? It'd have to be when I was younger, for sure. I'd have to, go through the photo album and be like, oh, I want to go to that day, and just click on that day and go relive it. Would I be able to, record it? I would want to record that day. Like, if I could have, a GoPro or something right on my chest and just, the whole time, or, take my own pictures when I'm there, and then get home and be able to look at pictures from when I was there. That's what I would do. If I could relive one day, I would get a photo album, I would go through the photos, pick one of the photos and be like, I want to relive this day. And then I would relive that day. That's what I would do. Do I know what day? Absolutely not. Simulation. What if you knew 100% that the world was a simulation? That makes me so depressed. To be honest, that makes me so depressed. Yeah, I would cry, probably. Maybe not cry. Cry is a strong word. I wouldn't like it, no. No, I would not. Why? Why? That would be my question. Why is this simulation? How did we even get here? What? I think I would go crazy. Mentally, I think I wouldn't be able to handle it. What if you could breathe underwater, but it meant you could never go higher than 100 feet above sea level? That would limit you a lot, wouldn't it? I don't think I care to breathe underwater, for real. I'm good on that. Because even if you're breathing underwater, you still have predators in the water to deal with. And I don't like fish, so I'm not going to be eating fish. Lifestyle. What if you were required by law to get a full body tattoo? Sign me up, coach. I'm not going to jail. I would do it. I want my whole body tatted. Maybe not my face, but definitely you see my neck. From my neck down, I want to be tatted. So okay. Are we doing full body, meaning every inch, literally everything on my skin? Or can I just do designs and maybe part of my skin showing? Because if I have to do my whole body, no, I would not like that. I would probably just go to jail. Actually, I guess I would have to be able to have freedom, but I would hate that so much. But if I could do designs, I would do the designs 100%. And if I could pick the designs, 1000%. If we were stuck on a deserted island, what natural strength would you bring to survive? I'm a great listener. Okay, you give me orders, I will do them. And I'm also very calm in situations, so I could be very calm, very relaxed. I wouldn't panic. I'd be smart. Now, I don't have any skills about wilderness. I was not a Girl Scout. Apparently, Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts don't exist. They're just scouts now. Like, okay. Please don't tell me that that was because of the... Hopefully some of you got where I was going with that. What would you ask if we could have dinner with our future selves in 20 years? Well, is it one question? Um, Obviously, physique-wise, I would know what I look like. So, say I was bigger, heavier, gained weight, I'd probably ask what happened to us. I'd be like, what happened? Um, if I looked more fit than I am now, then obviously I stayed consistent with going to the gym, so I wouldn't have to ask that. It's all up in the air, you know? It really depends on the situation. It depends on what I look like. Like, if I, obviously looked bigger, I would ask what happened. If I looked more fit, I wouldn't have to know because I would know that I worked out consistently and I just kept going with that. So if I looked better than what I do now, I wouldn't ask anything about my appearance. I'd just be like, what is our career? What are we doing in life? Did we make it as a YouTuber? Because that would be pretty sick. That's kind of my goal. If I could ask myself multiple questions, I would ask that, obviously, a career. What are we doing as a career? If we are still a YouTuber, like if that's what we ended up becoming, I would say, where have we been to? Where have we traveled to? Because that is my goal. I want to travel. I would ask myself, where have I traveled to? If I could get those two questions. Suppose every time we hugged, we could feel what the other person was feeling. I would like that. Because there's sometimes when I ask a friend, hey, how are you doing? And they say, yeah, I'm fine, or like, I'm good. I would love to be able to just hug them and know the truth. You know, you couldn't lie. Like, if someone was like, maybe they're feeling guilty and you have no idea. Maybe they cheated on you, relationship-wise. Maybe they cheated on you, right? They're feeling guilty and you hug them and you feel guilt. What's going on, bro? What are you hiding? Why are you feeling guilty? Oh, that's a superpower for sure. I would love that. Demand spike. Okay. What if demand increases by 50% unexpectedly? Why? That would get us all to sign a petition to say this is stupid. We're not going to buy anything. Would that even work? Could that even work? Okay. What if you made a decision based on a fear instead of love? I feel like we do that anyways. We do that a lot, actually, as humans. Based off of fear instead of love. I'd have to have a situation. So we're gonna skip that one. What if you lost your job tomorrow? What is your immediate next step? Find a new job? Is that even a question? Why is that even a question? I would find a new job. I would probably apply to any job on the internet, to be honest. What if you had the power to temporarily mute people in real life? Yeah, I would do that. Would they know? If they knew that I muted them, no, I wouldn't want that. But if they didn't know I muted them, I would do it all the time. What if you could teleport, but you would arrive naked? I could teleport myself into a... Oh yeah, that wouldn't work out. I was gonna say I could teleport myself into like a changing room, but obviously I wouldn't have any clothes unless I yelled like, hey, I need clothes. But then again, I wouldn't have my wallet, so I couldn't pay for it. I don't think I would want that. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't have to. I guess I don't have to use the superpower. I could just have it. That would be pretty cool. What if you went on a date with someone who told you they exclusively listen to elevator music? I'd be like, bro, what? You know there's more to life, right? I wouldn't go back out with that person. That person sounds depressed. I could just hear. So guys, I think that is it for today's video. I feel like I covered a lot, and that is definitely something that I will be doing more often because that was a lot of fun. And some of these questions are a little out there. So I will be doing a part 2 and probably a part 3 and a part 4. I actually really like what if questions because it makes me think, it makes me wonder, and I hope you guys were thinking too because it just makes your brain active. And it's kind of funny to put yourself in situations that don't typically happen. But that is the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and follow my other social medias. There's Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, obviously YouTube. Me and my friend, we just created a podcast which is not out yet, but we are working, it is in the making of happening, and I will let you guys know when that does come true, the podcast. I really hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you would like me to do for the next video. Yeehaw!